My sales are almost 10,000.
That's crazy.
Crazy, right? So I started like out of nowhere, really. I just was like one day working in my healthcare like job, and I was like, well, me and my husband had been talking before, and we are like, we want to try to have kids, but I just don't see how people can have kids and have a like be able to spend time with them, because working 8 o'clock in the morning until 5 and then having to go home during traffic, you don't make it home until like 6:30. And I was like, how can we even have kids? Like, we're gonna literally spend 2 hours with them and then put them to bed. Like, I was like, this isn't gonna work out. Like, this schedule's not gonna work out. I've always wanted to own my own business. I just didn't know what. But I came across the permanent makeup through like a medical spa that I went to, and I was like, this sounds like something I want to do, because I was always been, intrigued by the beauty industry. So I did it and I just jumped in. Honestly, I was really scared. And I had already knew that I needed to hire a marketing company, because when doing the research originally, before I jumped into it, I was like already doing the research, and I was like, I had already saw Highstoke, but I saw other companies too. And I did like a few interviews, and it wasn't until I did the interview with like the Highstoke, I was like, this one seems more. I mean, they host PMU World. Like, it would be crazy not to, you
Yeah.
know. So yeah, it was definitely challenging trying to like get clients to come to me, but it was not consistent. I mean, there was weeks where I had like one person or two people, and then there was weeks where I was like booked.
Yeah.
But I knew that going into it, I knew that starting a business and being new, like, I was not going to be booked. So I didn't notice results immediately, which I knew that is the case. Like, my coach at the time was like, listen, it can take a month to 2 months to like see things start flowing. So I knew that, and I was okay with that, because I know like it doesn't just happen like that, right?
Yeah.
So and that's what I was reading too, like a bunch of people were saying on the comments, like, it does take time. Like, you have to be patient, and let the algorithms work, and like, but honestly, in the first month, I had a couple of bookings, and I'm like, I mean, I was super happy with like, and then it just kept on. And then it got to a point where, like, in the summer, when I was like, pregnant, I was like, holy crap, like, this is flowing in. And now I'm like stressing, because I'm like, how am I going to book all these people? It definitely took time, but when it started to hit, it was hitting. And I was like, oh crap.
That's awesome. Do you remember any like specific numbers, like maybe during the summer? Because usually it's during summer that it kind of like slows down a little bit. Or
Yeah, I was not slow in the summer. My sales were like 5 grand a month.
okay. Wow.
And that's coming from like having no clients. And my prices were super low, because we just needed to get people in the door. Fast forwarding my sales, I'm going to do January of 2025, like last month. My sales are almost 10,000.
That's crazy.
Crazy, right? And now I've added like fine line tattoos. So I
Mhm.
do that too. So that's like, we've been running campaigns on that. A lot of my clients are coming, I'm in North Carolina. So a lot of people are coming from Virginia, South Carolina. I've had a couple of people come from Georgia. So yeah. And then of course, like family members, like I'll do someone and they're like, my mom lives in New York, but she's flying down for Christmas and she wants her brows done. And I would do it.
And how do you feel with like the whole not consultation part, but the when you're talking to leads, having them come in, all of the strategies that you're using? Uh,
Yeah. So at first I was talking to all of them on my own, which, it took me a little while to get to them, to get back to them, because I was like so busy, and I felt like really repetitive. Like, I had the templates, I was like copy and pasting, copy and pasting.
yeah.
And yes, which was my coach, had came to me and said, hey, we have this AI bot that can literally respond for you, and then you can jump in when you feel like you want to jump in, but it can go all the way through to set up your consult. And I was like, amazing. Yeah, put me on, because I cannot respond to all these people. I mean, I was getting like, you know, maybe 10 inquiries a day, and like having a full day session, I can't respond to these people like in a timely manner. It's already getting people to send them pictures if they have old work, and then it's booking a consultation. All I have to do is just get on my Google Calendar and get the number and call them. So that's been really helpful.
Has it been consistent, the 10K months, or how has it been previous to like January, for example?
Oh no, it's been consistent. I am fully booked for the rest of the month and I'm almost fully booked for March. So now I'm starting to book April. Yeah.
Great.
I just booked two people today
Okay.
for the end of March. So I only have a few slots left.